Hello, everybody. Welcome to Doug's Thoughts. I'm your host, Doug Robbins. I want to talk a little bit about Halloween Ends. Um, just watched a video by a channel called Killjoy Jake, and he was talking about uh, Halloween Ends, and just a lot of people online been reviewing Halloween Ends, and they keep talking about they didn't buy the relationship between Corey and Allison in that movie. Let's run through the whole series. Danny and Judith. He was a dork ass. I mean, if you believe that, you probably got mental problems. Did you buy Paul's dork ass with Linda? Let's go to Halloween 2. Did you buy old 45-year-old scuzzball Bud with Nurse Karen? You probably did, but you probably have mental problems. Did you buy... Now, some of you losers might because you're fucking weird and you worship Tom Atkins in a weird-ass way. Do you buy Tom Atkins with Stacey Nelkin in 3? Again, some of you guys do, but you probably have mental problems. Halloween 4. Old Mr. Bushy fucking Brady brows. Do you believe him getting Rachel, let alone having two women fighting over him? Let's go to Halloween 5. Did you prefer old Spitz and Tamara Glenn? You buy that shit? Samantha was the character's name. Did you buy Tina and Mike? Old schnoz boy thinks he's the Fonz. Did you buy Charlie and Sarah? You probably did because you're fucking weird. Um, Now, Halloween 2018, I would say, did you buy? But they casted those two kind of so weird that it was like, yeah, they're kind of the same. The way they're written, they're same level of stupid. Where it's like, okay, um, Oliver Robbins and Jenny Gardner, Vicky and Dave. I forgot his fucking name. Did you buy Allison with old wannabe queer ass looking Cameron? Corey was a nice guy before, obviously being a fucking killer. But so now that that part doesn't quite seem as far fetched for what this fucking series does with couples. Jesus Christ. If you're there to watch couples, I think you got problems. It's Halloween there, folks. Now, there's shit that would have made more sense if you'd have gone that way. Because I've been thinking about this for probably since I saw it a year ago. And it's like I will have different permutations of how I feel. Because again, on its own, it's a 7 to a 7.5. But part of that was I kind of felt challenged because, I was warned by my brother. He was like, yo, this movie is not, I don't think you're going to like it. Because this is not the kind of shit that you expect from a Halloween movie. So at least I was like, okay, be on the lookout to watch this differently than you would. Because here's the basic thing I had going into Halloween Ends. Halloween 2018. This is if Halloween were, because, and I can't remember, it might be on Halloween Mass, but it's on one of the fucking documentaries where they're talking about Halloween, because I've watched too many to keep them straight. But he always calls Haddonfield in the first one, not just Halloween Town. So I got that pretentious white haired bastard in my head. Um, so when I say not just Halloween Town, when I was watching 2018, and even just little things, talking about Judith, uh, knife scraping her spine, and even between that and kills, showing pictures of like Linda, and thinking of this being real and not just slasher movie bullshit. it gave you that rah rah, this is awesome Halloween feel of we're having fun, mixed with the real life trauma in the relationship between Lori and Allison. Because, goddamn, there's so much to talk about, but it's like, I'll try to keep it fast. But I really did like the dynamic in Halloween 2018 um, between Lori and Allison. And of course, Karen was kind of a wet blanket. She kind of annoyed me in 2018. Redeemed herself and kind of kills, but just because she was keeping her away from, and Allison knew she was full of shit, and that's why she's like, really. She's like, "Oh, did you talk to grandmother today?" When she knew she hadn't. Um, then we go to kills, and again, even the little things, you know, where the way it's set up in the first 2018, Ray, oh, he's a comic relief. Even just her like crying, remembering her dad, like even in an on the surface scene, because I mean, who the fuck didn't grow up with a dad that had some drunk buddy and he always talks, especially from the fucking 70s? You shitting me? Always talking about, oh, I got drunk or high with that guy in the woods. But even still a memory of their dad, and it's still, you know, even that little bit of heart, and even little exchanges between Lori and Karen. Um, that was fucking, that was pretty touching. And again, I would imagine that I mean, shit. My dad's mom's been dead since 1984, so I would think anything between uh, that, parent and the kid would be sad. And a couple years, later, around Christmas time, my mom lost her mom, so I would think that would give shit like that even more power. So, with that being said, moving on from that shit, the through fare that I wanted, the through line, if you will, Michael Myers. I was ready for him to die in 2018 because I had a proper Michael Myers movie. I had heart. I had all this shit I wanted, and Michael had done enough. Then Kills comes out. Michael's a badass. You've killed Karen. You son of a bitch. I'm going to get you at all costs, even though it's looking more impossible now that he can be stopped. Then we get to ends. That's a 7 or a 7.5 overall of the starting of a killer story for Corey. But as a Halloween film, it's 2. And, being a Buckeye fan, it's kind of the equivalent of with this stupid ass Art the Clown. I know only like online tool bags or fucking sucking his dick and thinking he's the newest icon because people are retarded. But anyway, Art the Clown is a son of a bitch that they're planning on not only making one more movie, 2 more movies. He's like the Bunny Man. He does so much horrible shit. He should be dead. Kill him off. Fuck him. It's impossible to kill. When you watch a slasher movie, the one thing, the one thing you got to answer, has he done enough? If he's done enough, you can stop him, kill him right at the end, no problem. If he ain't done enough, like, and believe me, the first Halloween, Michael didn't do enough. Because the motherfucker, I mean, when they say, like, even if you watch something like Child's Play compared to Halloween, Chucky's way more, like, killing way more people consistently before the midpoint. Because, again, I remember in some kind of screenwriting video, them talking about the midpoint in a horror movie. If it's a slasher, they'll start getting killed one by one. Um, my side note to that is the friends group, but you still keep the protagonist in the dark as long as possible, or unless you do it like Child's Play, where, okay, talk to me. And then Karen finds out, oh shit, Chucky's alive. Well, no one's still going to believe her, but you still got half the movie to go. So then now he starts bumping off John, and she's trying to find him and get Norris on her side. That's that movie. Um, but yeah, now that I've rambled and got all the stupid shit out of the way, Halloween ends. Alright. You know what? I don't like this.